Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grez's Damn Gingerbread Village. I had to churn it to Grez to get the gingerbread so big I couldn't get Grizzle Dan. So it's Grez's Damn Gingerbread Village, and this is Foxy. We're showing a little bit of what we've done, the improvements to the park, and I'm coming up to my first mistake, so I'm going to skip over this. I see any other. Did you check the ending to make sure that we have it at I don't know. We gotta start over. I had to slide that bit down. I started out with it and I didn't like it, so didn't want to totally get rid of it. So I slid it. And this is the progress so far in the park. I'm starting to add foliage. I have my superstars kind of. I've got them all hired and I got their spots. The only one I'm missing is Alice Frontier because we're gonna do a little bit of olive logging theme setup because it's gonna be a haunted woods somewhere, and I do believe the train's gonna go through the haunted woods. So on the other side of here, I might start it like on the other side at the train, and that you come up to the park, enter the park here, and then you enter the haunted woods, is where Katie Witch started out. Not actually here, but that's give the story. Katie Witch started out making cookies, gingerbread cookies, and she's a good witch. She makes good cookies, and that's what we used the Sugar Emporium as the shop we did to create um, Katie's Witch cookies. The one that was just there on the left. I used that one first, but I didn't like the way the stand itself looked. It kind of didn't add to the cookie look. So I went with Sugar Emporium when I had the candy canes. It seemed to work better. Because you could go in and you could change the menu. And that's what I kind of did with that one. And then I put my little figure guy. I haven't come up with a name of him. Dozer. Dozer. Warlock Dozer. I don't like that. Warlock Dozer. Okay, that's Warlock Dozer, and we got Katie Witch. I gotta write that down. I won't forget. Warlock Dozer. Gotta write that down. I got my little notes here. I have Olgamar. That's for let's see. I'm running out of room for notes. Let's see. Dozer. Let's see what can I put in right here. Dozer. Warlock Dozer, Mr. Warlock Dozer, Warlock. There, I gotta write it down. Okay, I wrote it down. Mr. Warlock Dozer. That's the name of the little feller I made. So we have the two witches. One's a female, one's a male. I can create other different characters. I got a whole idea what to do with Minecraft now. I'm not gonna bring too much into this, but I can create the characters I can use. And then when I do create the Minecraft thing, I can bring those characters into that Minecraft, and it's like, oh, familiarization. The franchise, it's here in Minecraft as well, and we'll create like a franchise thing with the Minecraft thing. And I've started it by creating these figures that I've got over by the nether portal in the clipboard, and I'm looking at I could build a nether, because if you cross into the portal nether, you cross into the nether, which would be the Minecraft on the inside of the ride, and then you can have, when you exit, you come back out to this Gingerbread village realm that we are creating. But this is the entrance so far. Right to the right is Street Fox Coffee. That's Foxy's spot. This is Emily. I'm gonna go and check her name. I'm not sure if I spelled it right when I introduced her, but that's Emily. She does she's our 6-gun shooters specialist. She's really good with her pistols. Hi, Foxy. We got your stop there. You got your coffee shop there. See, the only problem with that, there's not a lot of room. So I'm going to have to create a sitting area for people to go and sit down and have a coffee. See, I can create it right next to where her spot is, so people can come and see. I can widen that out a little bit, like I did with the pathway here, but make that more like an oval type thing. And then I can put some seats and chairs and tables in there, and allow people to sit down. And that's probably the easiest way to do something, is kind of work your way through, so that like the last couple of parts I'm jumping around everywhere, and some things that are left undone because I don't go back to them. And that I kind of like to get this whole area finished up and then move on to the next area. I need to incorporate a couple more rides though. Right now I only have the Ferris wheel. I want to put into the railroad because it's easier to put the railroad in now and build to the paths of the depots than try to put the depots in after you got stuff built up. So kind of like with these entrances and stuff that I'm doing here, creating those walkways and stuff, because this ride here, the entrance to the ride's up there in the entrance to the park. So they come down and they line up across here, so they'll be lining up there on that bridgeway waiting to get onto the merry-go-round. So I'll have to make sure the merry-go-round's cheap enough so that it draws the crowd. And I have this walkway, but it's dark. So I came up with a little neat way of kind of decorating it. And guess what? The same thing that the Sugar Imperium has with the candy canes. It works too, because that's the poster I could use on the walls. We'll look at that a little bit later. One of the employees was just using a staff facility there. I need to put in I need to create a lavatory. We need first aid. I usually put in a first aid. We will use the Ghostbusters ambulance as an ambulance for responding to any emergencies in a park. I put it into the garage thing so you see the front sticking out, really trying not to say, okay, this is Ghostbusters. I'm not using a Ghostbusters thing. But I am using Mr. Marshmallow. I don't know if I introduced him yet or I introduced him later. But I was going, why am I? Then I realized a lot of my little builds here now have that marshmallow layer. So I'm going to build a shop that sells a marshmallow cookie or a marshmallow cake. And I'm going to put it up because I create a spot for him, Mr. Marshmallow. So I have Mr. Marshmallow, I have Foxy, I have Spooky Carl, I have Princess Betty, and I have Emily. The only one I'm missing now is Frontier Alice, and we'll put her in on the next episode. Transitions are all in place, everything's looking good. We got a lot of screen saves, stills, and I think he did a wonderful job putting it all together. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of the clip and we'll do an audio track, go through, and I have some very good Prairie Dog family in the park, and Andy and Alex, they did some awesome job here because this is the entrance, and here we go. I'm going to go back to the beginning, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this up. I want to get this kind of in the can, so I'm trying to get to that last script bit. Here we go. Okay, I did that back to the beginning bit. Now we're back to this part here. All the clips have been cut and pasted. I have all the transfers in, the transitions in, which takes a little bit of time sometimes, especially when you put in a lot of stills. And that's kind of what I was doing here, was using some screen saves to, instead of just a constant continuous motion, so that way you can give a chance to look at something before going on to the next one. It's not all just zip through. Okay, I'll be right back. I just noticed something. Well, I'm back. I had to fix a couple of transitions there. I didn't like the way it looked. Plus, I wanted to, like right here, I need to zoom in because I got the HUD. There, I'm back. I had to adjust a few things. So what I was trying to do with this particular clip is leave out all like the overlays and the HUDs and stuff like that, and strictly be images of the park without all that stuff. So There's a few of them that I had the menus bar at the bottom. So what I did is I gone in. There's a you can use pan and zoom, where I zoom in and you change the view a little bit. I did that just to cover up that. So that's what I was doing there. And I just kind of a cleaner look with all of the HUDs and stuff in the menus. Because sometimes there's nothing in the way. Nope. I like this spot right here, and then we can do a couple different things. We do build something here, don't we? Yeah, we do. I wonder about something here though. What? What do you want? Hit the wrong button. No, you deleted something, didn't you? No, I did that before. I think there's been a few brilliant audio tracks I have, like on this one, and it's not the X, it's the 0. If you hit the 0 before you're finished, it deletes what you just did. So I tell you what, there's been some brilliant stuff that never got put into the video because I hit the 0. It was like there's been a few times I've saved something, I must have overwrote something I was working on before. I went to look for it again, it was gone. So and it's like starting over. Oh no. But that's what happens when you get a lot of those different saves in there. You start getting rid of something because you need to make up some room for other new stuff coming in so you can keep creating. This is Mr. Marshmallow. I call him Mr. Marshmallow because I don't want to use the copyright term for him, but I created him, brought him in because I have some of the gingerbread has the marshmallow, looks like the marshmallow middle, so it looks like a little gingerbread cake with marshmallow in the middle. And I was going to say that build a shop there, create a shop there for Mr. Marshmallow and the marshmallow gingerbread cake, and you can have one that was maybe dipped in chocolate, have one dipped in a different frosting flavor. You could do pumpkin spice or something, gingerbread, do all kinds of different things. We'll create something, and that's what I'm going to put Mr. Marshmallow up there, because like I said, I have this marshmallow filling on some of these builds, and I want to go up and make some more. I'm just getting started. I like that look, and it just breaks up the brown a little bit, so it's not all brown. But a lot of this I'm going to go back and frost it. There are frostings and different decorations you can get for the building. There he is. There's Spooky Carl. And what I've done is I created a spot for each one of my superstars here. Foxy's, she's got her spot. She's the number one. She's my best. She's been in all my parks so far. Plus I can create a little area for her, which I did in the beginning there. Plus around the corner up there is the staff building. I created that so that Foxy, when she needs to, she can take a break there. And as you can see, I got another staff building here. I need some bathrooms, I need to do first aid, and I need an information. I usually put those three together, and I create like a unit, and then I can move that, put that anywhere in the park that I need a bathroom in. Well, first aid, I don't think you really require to have first aid, but it just adds to the look of the park. You know. Come to our park, we got medical staff on. A little dark there. And that's why I do these. See, that's dark. I'm gonna have to light that up somehow. I'm thinking of doing something with gingerbread there anyway. There's gingerbread figures I can use. Or gingerbread tree. We could decorate it with like make it look like a gingerbread forest.
I'm gonna go to Mr. Marshmallow. He's free roaming. I want free roaming.
There you go, prairie dogs.
Go to Mr. Marshmallow. Okay. Spooky Carl.
That must be Andy talking about working on
Ellie,
staff sheet there.
I
I changed up the color. I changed it up a little bit, so it's not so. But that's about the only menu I've put in the park.
There's a couple of princesses.
A princess, yeah, we put in a princess.
Princess
Princess Betty. Oh, yeah, we put in Princess. There she is, Princess Betty. She's gonna be free roaming. The others have their spots, and we're gonna use her to check out the park. We can do video with her. Oh, she's great. Oh my, good job, everyone. Well done. And the script clip, cut, print, and post. Put it in the can and on the shelf. From ELA Studio and Sons, fill that in, Grez. Thank you for watching. Hey, we got it to fit.